Hi, I'm Danny and these are my Diecast Disasters. In this video I'm going to be doing another Lamborghini Countach. I'll try and pronounce it differently this time. And this one is a Majorette. Majorette produced this model from 1980 until 1995, and this black one with the tampo on the bonnet there was produced from 1983 until 85. And the tampo is of some really bodgy looking flames. So let's just take a closer look at it off of the turntable. It's in a bit rougher condition, this one, than the last couple I worked on. Missing most of its paint there. It's got this majorly wrecked windscreen here. I'll have to replace that somehow. Those old horrible wheels. It's got a nice solid metal base on it. It's nicely detailed with the words and stuff there. It doesn't have any pipes or anything, but it's still nice. So I'll start taking it apart. There's 2 posts to drill out. And then I can pop off the bottom. Rusty old axles there. And I'll pop out this grubby interior. Look at that, that's interesting looking. And finally that broken windscreen. So there's the casting of the body of the car. I can take that now and use some paint stripper to remove the paint from it. And here it is after paint stripping. So not really any paint left on that, but there's a bit of oxidation, so I'll give it a good clean up with a wire brush. There we go, it's looking nice and shiny and clean now. So now I'm going to take some clear plastic and I'm going to cut out some new windscreens from it. I'll start by covering it with some masking tape. There we go, I'm using quite wide masking tape there. Now I can use the body of the car to trace out the shapes of the windscreens. The side windows. And then I could cut them out. I cut them out a little bit bigger than how large I'd traced. And there they go. That's how they'll fit in there. There's the side mirror. And so with those cut out, I can put them aside for later. So next I'll drill and tap the posts. There's a few casting lines I don't like on this model, particularly a couple of rough areas on the doors there. So I'll use my needle file to smooth them out a bit. And then I finish it off with some sandpaper. I also sanded a couple of other areas that were a little bit rough. There we go, it's all looking nice and ready for painting, so I give it a quick clean And then I painted it with black primer. Looks nice and black. I was tempted to actually leave it black and then I wouldn't have had to paint much details in on it. But I think that Lambos are best in red, so I'm going to be doing another red one. And after the red, I painted in a few details. Onto the base now. It's a little bit grubby and corroded. There's no paint on it, so there was no need to strip it. Just straight to giving it a clean up with the wire brush. It was enjoyable watching the words on the bottom here come up nice and shiny. There we go, nice and clean now. And I ended up just painting this black. And I detailed those couple of spotlights on the front of it there. Next onto the interior. It's looking pretty filthy. I'd say this car's been for a few swims in some mud puddles. So I give it a good wash in some clean soapy water. And then I'll paint it. Start with some black paint underneath. Then white over the top. And then it was painted a tanny brown, and I detailed the dash and those grills on the back there. And finally, these horrible old wheels. I don't know if they ever had chrome in the rims. If there ever was, it's all gone. I'm going to be replacing them with these cool aftermarket ones here. Got some tyres to go on there, but as you can see the rims are unpainted, so I have to start by painting them. I painted them in Vallejo metal colour silver, and that's how they look with the tyres on them. So here are all the parts of our Majorette Lamborghini Countach, refurbished, repainted and ready to go back together. I've put my new windscreens in as best I can. It is really tricky. They're glued in there with CA glue. If I ever find out an easy method to do it, I'll show you, but it was really painstaking. So let's just quickly take a look back and be reminded of what we started with. A really shabby looking Lambo from the 80s. Missing most of its paint there, some indiscernible tampo on the bonnet, and a severely smashed windscreen. But I'm sure there is a supercar hiding under there somewhere. Let's see what we can do. And here it is, our finished, restored and customized Lamborghini Countach by Majorette. It's had the remainder of that worn out old black paint job and horrible flame tampos removed and replaced with a nice new red paint job. It's been detailed. It's had some nice new aftermarket wheels on it, and of course it's had that smashed windscreen replaced. Of the three Lambos I've done, I think this is the most pleasingly shaped one. I don't know how accurate it is exactly, but it just looks nice to me. And I'm pretty happy with how it came out. I think those windscreens look good in there, even though they were a bit of a pain to stick in there. You can let me know what you think in the comments down below. Before I go, a big thanks to everyone for their great comments and likes on my videos. Extra special thanks to my awesome Patreon supporters. If you'd like to join them, helping out the channel, helping me keep making videos like this for you to watch, you can check out my Patreon page. There's a link in the description down below. Also down there you'll find a link where you can get 10% off of some awesome super glue and accelerators, etc. Thanks heaps for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did and you'd like to see more like it, remember to subscribe and click the bell so you get notifications. Give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends.